This is a mid-July 2017 reading for the sign of Gemini. Again, thank you guys for supporting my channel, viewing the videos, the June, July, and the second half of 2017. If you haven't already viewed those videos, the energy, those readings are for energies that you'll see Gemini from July through December of 2017. So check those out. They are on the channel for every sign, and I'm getting a lot of really good feedback from those folks who have viewed those videos. So that might be something that you're interested in viewing. All right, guys. Let me see if there was anything else. Oh, guys, this is a 9-card reading. It's a mid-July 2017. And, guys, this is general reading. If you are interested in something that is specific to you and your situation, then you need to, and you would need to get a private reading, and I do offer those. So if you're interested, just send me an email at Scorp, S-C-O-R-P, Tarot, T-A-R-O-T, at gmail.com. Send me the email. Let me know how long you want the reading to be. I offer 3 different options: a 15-minute, 30-minute, and an hour reading. The prices are listed in the description section on the channel. So if you're interested in that, send me an email. Let me know how long you want to book, and I will respond back to you with an invoice, and it's all handled on us through PayPal, so it's a safe, secure, easy to go ahead and check out. And once the invoice is taken care of, PayPal, they notify me, and then I'll go ahead and we can go ahead and schedule your reading. All right, guys. So again, we're going to go ahead and get started on this mid-month reading. You guys know how to get in touch with me if you feel the need to. And let's see what Universe Spirit has for you, Gemini, for the remainder of July. So this will run from mid-July through the end of July. All right, guys. Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What do you want to communicate with the sign of Gemini? What should they focus on for the remainder of July, from mid-July through the end of the month? What should the sign of Gemini focus on? Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? Universe Spirit, only the highest energies of love, light, and truth come through these cards. Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What should the Gemini focus on this mid to late July 2017? Universe Spirit, what do you want to communicate with the sign of Gemini in this 9-card reading? Universe Spirit, let me turn this down so you guys can see what's going on. Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What should they focus on for this remainder of 2017, July 2017, Creator? Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What do you want to communicate to the sign of Gemini in this mid-July 2017 reading? Universe Spirit, what messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What should they focus on? What do you want them to be aware of this mid to end of July 2017, Creator? What messages do you have for the sign of Gemini? What do you want to communicate, Universe Spirit, to the sign of Gemini? What should they focus on from mid-July through the end of July? All right, that's our 9th card, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Oh. All right, guys. Let me adjust this a little. All right, there we go. All right, so these are 9 cards. Let's see what messages Universe Spirit has for you, Gemini, this last 2 weeks of July. And guys, that's approximate time. The energy that comes through my readings is not based on the calendar schedule. So this may run, you may, since we're actually in mid-July, you may have already started to feel or see this energy in your environment, and it may go into August also. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. You guys, Gemini, you all are going to be focused on your money. You got the majority Earth card, Pentacle cards, which coincide with the Earth sign. So that's what you're going to be focused on for these last 2 weeks. And you have 2 major arcana. To start off, you have the Hierophant, Gemini. This Hierophant card speaks of family, could speak of family, tradition, religion, government. It could speak to truth. All right. So you've got the Hierophant. Next to that, you've got the 8 of Pentacles, Gemini. This 8 of Pentacles, some call this the student card. As you can see, they have the measuring tools on this. They have the mathematical measuring tool. They have the, or I'll say tools of the trade. I won't say measuring tools, because a hammer is not a measuring tool, but it is a tool of a tradesman. And this card has to do with being detailed, knowledgeable. All right. Like I said, they call this the student card. So Gemini, the energy I'm picking up on with these 2 cards, are you getting ready to go back to school? Whether that be college, undergraduate, graduate school. Because, you know, remember I said because you have so many Pentacle cards, Gemini, that you're going to be focused on your money. To me, from what I'm seeing, it's looking like you maybe have applied for loans or applied for some sort of financing to pay for your schooling. You may be having to deal with the government, fill out your FAFSA for financial aid in order to pay for your tuition, for your education. And the universe spirit is saying you're going to be like this Queen of Pentacles, Gemini, abundant, grounded. You see, she's picking the right fruit. She's laid harvest, and now she's let that fruit, that seed mature, and now she's picking the ripe fruit from what she's sown. This Queen of Pentacles, she's rich in earthly goods. All right. So for some of you guys, that's what this is. The energy I'm getting from this is that you guys have maybe applied for some sort of student loan financing in order to pay for education. And that doesn't have to be just university. It could be trade. And remember I said these are tools of the trade. Remember I said that? It could be that, guys. If you want to go to barber school, cosmetology school, AC, HVAC school, whatever it is. You got a lot of you guys, Gemini, have applied or are applying for governmental loans or financial aid, and the universe is saying you're going to be able to pick because you planted good seeds. You're going to be able to pick this ripe fruit, and you're going to be successful and get good news regarding what you've the seeds that you planted. All right, guys. So Gemini, next you have the 10 of Swords. You know, the 10 of Swords is mental energy. It speaks of feeling betrayed. Or it could just be you just run so many. It's mental negative self-talk a lot of times. And that's the energy I'm picking up here. Because maybe when you were applying for those loans or for that financial aid that would help you pay for your tuition and education as a student, Gemini, you doubted whether you would be approved. You doubted whether you would be approved. You doubted whether you would have the resources to pay for your education. And as we come closer to August, that's when school starts back. But the universe is saying, you needed to take some time to go within with this Four of Swords. So you've got the Four of Swords and you've got the Ten of Swords. You needed to take some time to go within to rest, recover, and rejuvenate. That's what this Four of Swords speaks of. Because you were so stressed out. You were mentally stressing yourself out just by worrying so much about how you were going to pay for that education or pay your bills. So the universe is saying you're going to be successful. It's going to come through for you. You're going to get a good return on. And see, this is the second card that talks about a good return on investment. You got this Page of Pentacles, which talks about going on a new adventure, having a good return on investment. You're going to be successful. Whatever it is, whatever ships you've sent out, seeds you planted in the ground, you're going to be successful. You're going to get the approval, Gemini. So stop worrying. You can stop worrying. Yeah. This Page of Pentacles speaks of reinvention of self. Getting an education, learning something new, becoming certified in something, earning your degree. It doesn't get much more reinvention of self than that. Going back to school to study something, to learn something new, to acquire more knowledge, skills. That's true reinvention of self. And that's what this card, Page of Pentacles, talks about. It's exploration. So that's what I'm saying, Gemini. Don't stop worrying. Because whatever approval or whatever it is that you need to move forward and begin this positive exploration in order to reinvent yourself, the universe is saying it's going to give it to you. You got the Three of Pentacles. This Three of Pentacles speaks of going to another level, going to a higher level. It can speak of using teamwork, partnering with someone. Who are you partnering with, Gemini? Who are you partnering with? Could just be you're partnering with, the government to pay for your tuition. There are very few people that can outright pay for it in cash or pay for it in full for that matter because, getting your education is expensive. So maybe it's just that you're dealing with the government. You're partnering with the government in order to pay for your tuition. Gemini, I'm getting a heavy vibe that this has to do with school for you all. All right. Next, you have the Queen of Cups. And this Queen of Cups sits next to the Ten of Swords. This Queen of Cups has to do with, this could be a person or this could be energy that the universe is asking you to take on, Gemini. I know you're not a water sign. The water signs are Scorpio, Pisces, and Cancer. And I know you're not a water sign, but the universe is saying, instead of worrying, running every negative thought through your mind, just mental torture, you need to be like this Queen of Cups. You need to use intuition, wisdom. And I know that that's what this means because that Queen of Cups sits next to the Moon card. The Moon card always talks about wisdom, intuition. Maybe something hidden, but I don't get that vibe in your reading. I don't feel like it's something hidden. I feel like you need to use wisdom and intuition like this Queen of Cups. And stop having so much negative self-talk. Get out of your head. And start looking for opportunities that you'll be able to pick ripe fruit from. And help you set off on this new exploration where you can reinvent yourself. It's not going to do you any good to get now, the universe is saying you do need time to rest and recover with this Four of Swords. So do that. But you know what this can also be? Because it sits right up under the Ten of Swords. It could be you need to start meditating, praying. Because see, this Ten of Swords energy is mental energy. You need to slow your mental. You need to slow those thoughts down. You need to have some time where you allow spirit to download intuition and wisdom into you. And that's going to come by meditating, You could practice yoga, Pilates, anything that helps you move your body and breathe. That helps to refocus you. So the universe is saying, take the time to invest in yourself and relax. Okay, Gemini? But you are going to have success. You are going to have success. You are going to be able to start off on this new exploration to reinvent yourself. And you may be teaming up with somebody or some entity to help you make that happen. All right, Gemini, that is your reading for the mid-July 2017 reading, guys. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel, Scorp Tarot. If this message did not resonate with you, please, you can watch your sun. If this is your sun, you can watch your moon and your ascendant or your rising or some other aspect of your birth chart. And if you're interested in a private reading, because that's the only way that you will get messages specifically tailored to your energy and your specific situation, as I said earlier, you guys can send me an email, reach out to me at scorptarot@gmail.com, and I will promptly respond back to you. Usually my readings are 2 to 3 days out, but if you need something sooner, then let me know and I may be able to work you in. But the the demand for my readings are increasing, so those time appointment slots are filling up, becoming fewer and far in between. All right, guys, so if you're interested, then just go ahead and send me an email and I can get you on the books and we can go ahead and get it scheduled. All right, guys, thanks again. I hope the previous 2 weeks of July were good, and enjoy the remainder of July 2017. All right, guys, namaste.